who's gonna be up. Hey, who's one person up? I know it's look at y'all. Y'all still up. Hey, Miss G. Hey, Rich Mitchell. What y'all still doing up? Ugh. Well, I had a long day. I'm sorry for it being dark. But guess what? I just got through finishing Uber Eats. Yes. From later this afternoon, when I first came on, I am finally finished. And but I wasn't doing Uber Eats from noon all the way till now. It is 1:10 in the morning, and I am driving home. Yes. So let me tell y'all, this has been the most that I've ever done. You watching my tax blunder? Even oops. Okay. Let me tell y'all. Today was a good day. I did Uber Eats, Grubhub, and then I did earlier that this I dropped off that deliver order. So I made over $160 today. No, let me see, probably 170. I don't know, but let me tell you, I hit all the goals with Uber Eats. Now, let me tell you, the first part of the lunch, I was one short, one bonus short from getting the $15 bonus during lunch. I was if I did 3 deliveries, it was $10. If I did 5 deliveries during lunch, it was 15. Man, I get down to the last minute because at 3 o'clock that's when the lunch bonus was over. So I had one more to do, just one, and missed it. So I from the time I worked during the lunch, which was from um, noon because it started at 12 noon, it ended at 3. So, and then I took a break, and then I started at 5 o'clock till 6 o'clock. That's when I did Uber Eats. Now, Uber Eats had a bonus if I did, what was it? If I did 6 deliveries, it was $10, which was kind of crazy because I was like, how the hell is only do 6 deliveries to get an extra $10, and then if you do 10, it was 15. So I end up shattering that tonight. So I did Grubhub from my block from 6 to 8, made $23 on 2 deliveries with Grubhub. And I probably could have made more than that with Grubhub in those 2 hours, but I was trying to do this last delivery with Uber Eats before my block had ended, before I ended Uber Eats rather, so I could do my 2 hours with Grubhub because I can't do the two dual apps at the same time with Grubhub and Uber Eats, especially because I'm driving at 1:14 at night, and trust me, I do not want to turn on my light and be pulled over by the police. But I had just a few minutes ago. He was just waiting, and I've been seeing cops all goddamn day. I was all over Georgia today. Let me tell you, with Uber Eats. I don't know how I got from Buckhead all the way to Woodstock, Georgia, which is like north of Georgia. I was, Boy, I tell you. But one thing I realized, it's good to always get out of the usual areas. So, so after that, I just started bonus. I said, well, shoot, if I already had 7 at that point, so I said I might as well aim for 3 more. And it took me back towards Sandy Springs. I know some of y'all don't know where these areas are, but it took, put it this way, I was driving towards home, even though I was 30 miles away from home at the time. So it took me to this McDonald's. Let me tell you, if any day or any time I wish I had a camera, that would be the time I should have this McDonald's. And I pulled up, McDonald's is closed. So I go to the drive-through, tapped on the door, banging on the blowing my horn. Dumb bitches, they act like they don't even see you. They see you, they didn't want to do no work. That's the problem. So I got out the car, knocked on the door. I said I have an Uber Eats pickup. Then this ratchet young girl. See, I'm almost 50. These little young girls, they make you want to choke them sometimes. They really do. So I'm waiting in the car. Show the other girl the order: 2 frappes, 2 cheeseburger meals, or whatever. So I get back in my car. So at this point, they had to bring you the food. So I'm waiting. Here comes this one chick, young girl. She coming out. Give me the bag. I said, excuse me, this is supposed to be sealed. They're supposed to put the McDonald's seal on the bag for McDonald's. The bag is always closed. You're never supposed to get a McDonald's order when it's open. Then she's like, fuck you, bitch. Then she comes back in the store. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this shit. So and so and so. Can you go ahead and give this? Then she comes back out. You can say that. You can tell the customer I didn't ring it up. Bitch, you don't ring up the damn charge to order. The order's already been paid for. So she come over here cursing and carrying on to me like she bumped her stupid head. So I said, you know what? I don't know what it is with me and these people at McDonald's, with these ratchet girls. They make you want to just like choke the hell out of them. You know? So I had a cup in my car. I threw it right on the ground. I said, bitch, y'all gonna clean up tonight. So I threw one of these little cups I had some soda in it, and just kind of like dropped it on the ground. I didn't drop it on the ground. I really spilled it on the ground and put the cup there on the ground. I said, well, shoot, they got to clean. They're going to have to get up of their lazy asses and pick this cup off the ground. And, you know, and then after all of that craziness with the McDonald's, I was like, bitch, please. Then I went, dropped it off in this very $1 million neighborhood in Sandy Springs. A young guy, he walked out, gave him his food. And then I had another McDonald's order. And then this McDonald's, it went fine. But went to the first window, and I was asking them for a sweet tea. And he said, oh, you got to pull up to the front, to the other window. So I went to get the order. They're giving me like 10 drinks. I'm like, ma'am, I'm only supposed to pick up 2 meals, 2 cheeseburger meals. She almost gave me the wrong order. I was like, really? I said, this is Uber Eats. She didn't ask me the name, the code, or anything. So I said, this is for so and so and so, gave her the code. Then, I'm like, I'm also supposed to be getting 2 drinks and 2 cheeseburger meals. Why are you giving me 10 cups of 10 drinks? I was like, that's not my order. So, gave it back. then waited. So they gave me the meal, and I asked them for a drink. Now, I can't ring up. I was like, really? You can't even ring up another drink, or better yet, give me a free um beverage or something. You figure McDonald's being Uber's partner that they would at least give the drivers a beverage or a drink. I was like, if I already, so I wasn't able to get anything to drink. Maybe I didn't need the soda anyway, so maybe that's what it was. I didn't need to get it. Then, so everything went pretty good today. I made about, five, 10. I made about $17 of cash tips, and I made with Uber Eats. I made 100 and what I made? I made $130, something like that. Yeah, I made about $130. That was my best. I've never made 130 nothing with Uber Eats ever, ever. In all my time of doing Uber, never made that much. And it was such an easy going day. I mean, I got like two $5 tips, $4 tips, $3 tips. I got tipped on the app $2, but pretty much that was a good day. Then I did do Deliv, so that was a $23 payout because remember I told y'all earlier I had to go back and re-deliver the perfumes. So I told them it was 23 miles from my house to this place, and it's $13.50. So they paid me for that hour to deliver the re-deliver the perfume because I told them that by the time I go back to Macy's, it would be closed. Oh, the perfume? Nothing. I just gave her the perfume, and she was like, I was ready to call them and say I didn't get my perfume, blah blah blah. But um, I basically nothing really. It was the fact. See, yesterday I had a Deliv task, and I went to and it was a business. It was at a nail salon. So when I went to the nail salon, it was already after 8 o'clock. So they closed. They already closed. So I called her, and of course, they didn't pick up the phone. So I called Deliv, and I said that they had to put me to re-deliver it for the next day because normally you're supposed to bring back the items to the store. It was already about 9, almost 9 o'clock, and I wasn't bound to go all the way back to Alpharetta, which is like a 40-minute drive to go back to the mall and bring it back. So they told me they'll just put an exception, and I'll just go ahead and re-deliver the perfume. So I did it. That's what I was doing earlier when I did the live stream about the tax blunders. So I gave her the perfume. She says, "Oh, here's my perfume." Now let me tell you about Deliv. The only thing I don't like about Deliv, I can't say I don't like about it. Deliv is basically the third party delivery company for Macy's, Best Buy. Let me see, Macy's, Best Buy, um, Petco, and it's a whole bunch of stores. Basically, any store that's in the mall. They basically got Simmons Mall. Simmons probably a nationwide company that owns a whole bunch of major out malls. So that's basically when you go to these, or say you go to Best Buy and you want, so that's who they use to deliver packages when people order through Bloomingdale's, Macy's, Best Buy, Petco. There's a lot of other companies on there. They also do groceries, but I have never got anything to pick up any bag of groceries with Deliv. But if you check out, online, you will see they have a lot of major companies that they do deliveries for. So they paid me daily rate is $13.50 plus 50 cents a mile. Oops, let me see. I can't really see what you're saying, but I'm gonna read it when I get closer to home. So that's what you get, and so that's what I did today with that, plus Grubhub, which was $23, and then of course Uber Eats. So that's what I made. So, and I'm surprised that I'm even up at this time of night, because 1:25 in the morning, and I'm driving back home, and this is the second cop that I just drove by. They just waiting to stop somebody, and I hate this area. Matter of fact, I hate all areas of Atlanta when it comes to these stupid ass cops. Cause see, they quick to stop you. What are you doing around this area? One time I got stopped. I was 5 miles away from home in this area, this Lilburn, Georgia, and they stopped me. Well, your driver's license says Peachtree Road, and I said I just moved here a month ago, and I bought my home 5 miles down the road. I was profiled, you know. So that's why I'm driving real slow, 25 miles an hour. This is like 40 miles per hour, and I'm just trying to get on 78 so I can be closer to my side of town. I do not like driving at night. Not so much because of drunk people or whatever. It's these dang cops. They'll be lurking. Miss T, I'm sorry, you. What? Let's see, you. What things? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm driving the speed limit. Trust me. That's why I'm talking to y'all live, or whoever was up. That way I could at least um, be able to be on live stream, because I can't trust none of these cops in Georgia. Let me see. No, she didn't tip me. Sure didn't. Sure, they did not even left not a tip. I didn't get not a nickel of tips. Matter of fact, I asked to live. That's the only drawback about them, is that on their app it doesn't allow the customer to tip. Basically, it's like a put it this way, it's like you being FedEx or the post office. No, I'm gonna say FedEx. It's just like you being UPS or FedEx. When people work for UPS and FedEx, they deliver packages, and they don't, they get their little thing where they scan the packages and customers sign. That's how they do it. They sign on my phone that they received the package, and then that's it. There's no tip option on there unless they choose to give you a tip. Like they say, oh, thank you, here you go. Because I don't think they aware of the live. They just say, oh, this Best Buy or this is Macy's or Bloomingdale's, and somebody's delivering something. That's how they look at it. So, but that's all right. Um, that's right. I put $15.50 for an hour, and if I was Reese and say it was like 6 hours or whatever, I would get paid $13.50 per hour plus the mileage. So good night, Dave. Y'all can stay up with me. Okay, look at this fool driving like a bat of hell. I ain't going nowhere other than the fact that he's coming out and get one of y'all dumb. So, but hey, Mr. Safety, y'all take care too. I'm losing y'all already. Y'all just go to Y'all just get up and go back to sleep, huh? That's all right. But let me tell you, I could have also done Amazon restaurants or demand today because I was at the Canton Chinese restaurant in Buckhead, and they was like, oh, they were willing to pay 50% more, 50% plus the regular delivery rate if I came in if I was made myself available to do Amazon. And I'm quite sure it could have been Amazon Prime, it could have been Amazon Restaurants. I don't know. I was like, dang. I was already working. I already worked 3 apps today, so it's gonna be real hard to to um to do Uber Eats, Grubhub, and then do the Amazon, especially with the restaurants. But from what I could tell y'all, I only did 2 deliveries for Amazon last week for food delivery, and they pay way better, say, than Uber Eats, Grubhub. Now, only thing with Grubhub, of course, they haven't gave any kind of increase lately, unless the only time they gave an extra dollar per delivery was late last year during the holidays, and they gave an extra dollar for each delivery. And then they were also short of drivers during, especially late last year. Other than that, Grubhub really haven't gave a pay increase in Atlanta. Never. I heard they gave pay increases in other places before, but Atlanta is still the same regular $10 guarantee. And they're going to have to step up the game because, let me tell you, Uber Eats with that Quest, boy, if I knew that I could make that much more money in Quest, I would have been done Quest. I would have been done it. I must have left so much money on the table by not doing it, by not even looking at the Uber Eats. But that's what it was. I think today I made a $45 bonus, and that really made a big difference. Because let me tell you, if I had the amount of deliveries I done today, even if there wasn't a surge, because I was in the area that was the surge area, and it was because I was already in the area anyway, doing Grubhub and some other things. Man, Uber Eats wouldn't have been bunch of nothing. But I'm gonna have to evaluate my strategy because I'm gonna have to change my strategy up a little bit. Because if I could get, I'm gonna do let me see, tomorrow, Saturday. Tomorrow I only got a 1 hour block with Grubhub. 1 hour block, y'all. 1 hour. Now look at these people. Why are you driving fast? On like y'all ain't going no goddamn where. You know your people, boy. Y'all get on my fucking nerves. They drive like a bat out of hell. You know that when you get off of this damn merge into the highway, you're not supposed to pass me on the wrong. You know, man. See, that's why the state police be hanging, and I've seen them be right there. They could stop 3 cars at one time, and I've been always trying to figure out how they do that. I will see 3 cars pulled to the side by one state trooper, and they'll do it too. They'll come out of nowhere. And another thing I start seeing a lot in Georgia is a lot of unmarked cars. People be driving bad as hell, and next thing you know, the damn blue lights be coming on, and it'll be a regular black car. It don't be nothing. It don't say no police car. It don't say DeKalb County. It don't say Atlanta Police. It don't say nothing. It'll be just a regular black car, and it'll be unmarked. I guess that's what you call it. Shoot. I'm not going to drive no more quicker and no more faster. You want to go past me, go around. And the only reason why I can't go fast because my damn turbo boost in my car is not, something's not working. Because usually this car, this Kia Optima Limited, this Sport Edition, usually goes real fast. Take your time, no need to rush. You're right, I'm going to take my time. Take my time. I'm not trying a lot of orders, and I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to do Uber Eats tomorrow, and then I'm going to do to Amazon. I'm going to still do my 1 hour block with Grubhub, but I'm going to redo those. Now, the Live, I'm going to have to call and ask them because I think that you only allotted a certain number of hours every week. I think they only allowed you 18 hours a week. I'm not sure, but if it's 18 hours, then that's fine, you know. That's still about 200 over, a little bit over $200 average if it's 18 hours. And then because the mileage, they may not add up to a lot, but if you're doing 4 or 5 or 6 tasks, sometimes you're not just picking up for one customer, you may be picking up for, especially at that dang Best Buy, sometimes you're picking up for like 2-3 people at Best Buy, and I may be going to 2 different Best Buys, one in Duluth, another one in Atlanta. So, or Alpharetta, it's interesting, I can tell you that. Now, I know some people have been signed up for Deliv and they're not able to get on, but don't worry. If you have Deliv in your area, you sign up, just wait because it took me a long time. I had just forgot about Deliv at one point. I was like, well, I signed up for Deliv. I ain't heard nothing from them. And then out the blue, that's when I got that email. That's when I got the email that they had needed more drivers. And I signed up. The minute I got it, I signed up. Now, one thing about Deliv is that they're not going to notify you, say, earlier in the day. Now, another thing is you may be waitlisted, meaning that you're on standby a lot. So it would just so happen that this week they just so happen to need someone to do some deliveries, and it popped up on my screen, and I managed to snag up those tasks that they needed for, and that was it. But I'm not always going to rely on Deliv as a weekly thing unless I'm able to get on the schedule and pick out my schedule by Tuesday, because Tuesday exactly at 9 o'clock, if I've missed it. Every time I realize that it's 9 o'clock Tuesday, is already an hour past, and then I end up not be able to get first dibs on the blocks or schedule or whatever. But I know the service really, 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 really busy, you know, especially now that I know how it works. So it's not like somebody goes through Deliv exactly. They basically order something online with Macy's or Bloomingdale, and they may say, I want next day, same day delivery, and they basically get it delivered, and that's who they use. They use You know, the company either will, for same day delivery, it's going to be the Lyft. Now, I also heard from the different merchants that if it's like 2 day delivery, then that's when FedEx, they use FedEx. Is it FedEx? I think it's FedEx. That's when the FedEx person comes and picks up the order. So it's like that these major department stores just use um, Deliv to deliver the packages. Or if people wanted to go to Best Buy. So, and I think a lot of people are using online services. They order it online at Best Buy and they say, well, I wish to get this delivered. So rather than it going to the post office and paying the post office or FedEx, that's where Deliv comes into play. So don't sleep on it. If it's in your area, sign up, and then when the availability comes available, um, they'll let you know. And also, I think every location, I think they pay the same. I want to say they pay the same. I don't know. I looked at a couple of people in New York. They were doing Deliv, but they were saying that they got paid $11 per hour for task, and I'm trying to wonder why they get paid less in New York. And the only thing I can think of is maybe they not have to go as far, so maybe that's what it is. They hate people when they see that you're trying to. Oh, I'm so hungry. I'm starving. I hate having to talk in the dark and nobody can see my face. But I'm almost home. I think I might like driving at night, depending on where I'm going. I don't see this being it's not as bad driving at night. And boy, I'm surprised a lot of people actually order food at 12 midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, who order food like that? But shoot. And it is so simple. It's so, you ain't got to worry about no traffic. You ain't got to, the only thing about it, like I said, the only worst thing about picking up food at night if you're going to that raggedy McDonald's, that's the only thing is the McDonald's. But let me tell you, there's some advantages though, because if Uber Eats had a bonus, just hang around the McDonald's. I ain't gonna say hang around McDonald's because see, I didn't go back to the same McDonald's, thank God. Because if I had to go back to that same McDonald's, that bitch would have been choked. But you know what? I just have to ignore some of these dumb people. They ain't got, and then these young girls too. They don't have no respect, none. You know, I didn't come in here and curse you out when I asked for the food. I said I would Uber Eats, and this is what they ordered, and then you were like, they just get an attitude like they paying for the food. I mean, it's just they have no respect, none. They figured, you know, now if I curse you out or throw something at you or something of that nature, I could see. But they just bold. These little millennials. I don't even say millennials. These little um these little kids, 'cause that's what they are. They don't have no work ethic to save their life. None. You know, they got that little McDonald's job or whatever. They feel that they want to curse and carry on and talk all crazy to people. You know, no respect, none. And you know they can't talk for the life of them. So you know they're not going to college. So it's like, so why the hell are you disrespecting people like that? And boy, don't let it have to be where you report them to the McDonald's. It's like McDonald's doesn't even seem to care. That's why I said, you know what? I'm not frequenting McDonald's as a customer no more. None. Because they could turn around and say they they probably been written up so many times that they don't even care. And then the thing about it, they could turn around and be like, well, I don't need this job anyway, you know? And then half these stupid jobs at McDonald's and all these fast food restaurants is going to be taken over by robots. I saw this thing on TV about a few years ago how when you place an order through McDonald's, you're not actually speaking to the person at the intercom that's in the restaurant. It's like another, somewhere else in another country or a computer, and then the computer will program to serve the drinks. Like it automatically, the drinks is made, um, the burgers are made robotically. Now you would say, well, how the world is that? How the world does a robot make burgers and hamburgers and whatever? It was, I've seen it. I was like, ooh, and everything, and that's why they don't need no cashiers. They have that kiosk where you go to the kiosk and you select what you want, and then it gets relayed back to the person, and they only need maybe 2, 3 people to fix the food, and that's it. So you don't need to have a cashier to take the order. It's self-service, and then all you need is one person to control the orders and make the food, and that's it. And even those jobs are gone. You know, everything is going to be done where you're going to just punch your order in self-serve, rather than having 4 or 5 people as a cashier to take the order. You only need maybe what, 3. You don't need a whole bunch of people in the restaurant to make an order. That's what the waitress is. You know, you go to Applebee's and some of these other restaurants. Oops, turning in my subdivision, y'all. And rather than a waitress come and take your order, you just go at your table and punch in your order, and then it gets sent back to the kitchen, and then you only need one person to bring it out, and give you your food, and that's it. You don't even have to pay the waitress and the waiter anymore. You know, so it's kind of like even the simplest of jobs, such as working in a restaurant, is being eliminated. That's why they try to eliminate people. I don't know. I can't see food being delivered in drones, but it's possible. It's possible. Even the simplest of jobs. Okay, what be people who getting their house done? Let me see. Big ass dumpster. They must be getting their roof done again. Eh. Anyway, I'm home. Thank y'all for staying with me while I make it all the way home. I appreciate y'all. Now, stay tuned for tomorrow because sometime tomorrow morning, I'm going to be doing my tax return. And I'm going to go over forms and what else I'm going to go over? And some other things to help those who need to do their return or questions about it. All right, let me see the questions and comments. See, now that I'm home, I could read it and go back. Yeah, I'm going to get some rest. I like using the app to order and just wait outside for them to bring. Exactly. I think Uber Eats is going to lose their contract with McDonald's. Really? How do you think that? I don't think so. I don't think they will because McDonald's pays Uber probably what 25-30% of the revenues. Yeah, that's true. They never on time, but each of these franchise owners or corporate store, they gonna get trust me, they gonna get once it starts getting on those managers' necks about it, with McDonald's, no, I don't think so. Because see, McDonald's pay Uber, what, maybe 35-40% of the revenue. They ain't, they're not gonna do it because see, McDonald's, they don't have the luxury. Put it this way, McDonald's can't even get regular workers to stand there and take a food order. So much them trying to Uber Health, is that the ambulance that that I heard something about people who need to go to the hospital that Ubers could pick them and take them to the doctor? That's just crazy. That's the most dumbest thing I ever heard of. First of all, they pick people for their medical appointments. I guess I could. I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, I've heard that. I thought I heard it. I don't know. I probably heard it. I don't agree that they need to do that. That's crossing the line because number one, most people are not medically trained, and two, your insurance is going to go up. If the insurance company finds out, they're already going to be finding out a lot of people doing Uber, driving people around. So a lot of people rates are going to go up once they figure out that, wait a minute, we could charge more for insurance if you do Uber. Now, if you drive people to doctor's appointments and say, I don't know, that's just too much of a liability risk. Now, if you just picking people up and dropping them off to their doctor's appointments and things like that, I don't think they need to be so. They don't need to be so specific that Uber Health, because what that means that people who leave the hospital, say you bandage up, or you got released from the hospital. Say you had a baby, and people say, "Oh, we could call Uber Health, and they could take you home." No, first of all, that's what people, relatives, and family members are for. That's a little bit ridiculous. Look at this, y'all. I left this stupid Panera carry bag. This is where I carried the food. I got 2 of these. Shoot. You think I'm going back to giving them back their bags? Nope. This will make a good insulated bag where I could carry. Look at this. bump the bringing it back. I wish one of y'all lived in Atlanta. Y'all could take one of these bags. I don't need two of these. Look at this. It's these. And these are very expensive looking bags, too. Look. Y'all see? Even though I got the Panera, but ain't nobody got to see that. It's an insulated bag. It's a small one. But it's big enough to carry a lot of lunches. I'm going to keep this. Shit, I ain't giving this back to them. All that heartache and stuff. And you know, I'm so mad at myself for wasting my time signing up for that insurance with Panera. I had to call them today, and they said they may have to reimburse me back for the month of January, but the premiums I paid for February, I may not be able to get back. And they're gonna call me on Tuesday and tell me when my coverage, if my coverage ends at the end of the month, or has it already ended, depending on when I had resigned. But that's all right. Okay, I'm home. Ooh, shoes, I'm so. I am home. All right, Corolla, I think I may have to sell you. I may have to sell this car. Let me show y'all. I don't know if you can see that. I'll show it tomorrow. All right, y'all. Oops. Whew. Home. All right. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'm sleepy. And you. I'm gonna do that again, y'all. I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna work later in the evenings with Uber Eats. Another thing I noticed with Uber Eats is sometimes you're not traveling as far. You know? At least depending what area you go to. But I know one thing. I'm not doing Uber Eats late at night around Stone Mountain in the hood. That I'm not gonna do. So, whew. Alright, y'all. Y'all have a good night. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Well, later on during the day. Okay. Bye, Miss G. Bye, Richard. Bye, Avon. Bye, Mr. Safety. Bye, Ennis. Who else I miss? Bye, all of y'all. See you tomorrow or later today. Talk to you later. Bye.